Hello again. We are going to be making sourdough bagels today, which is one of my family's favorites, and they always go really fast. And I've just been too busy to do it lately. So since I have time and it's a Saturday morning, and my husband ended up having to work today, which usually we spend Saturdays together. So I am going to use a whole cup of active bubbly starter, and I fed her right before I went to bed, so she is happy and healthy this morning. We have a whole cup. I'm going to use this guy that I just got in my new little kit. I am going to post a video for that, so if you want to see it, feel free. And it'll probably be posted about the same time this one is. I wonder if you guys can see that. There we go. Alright. So, bagel recipe. We have 1 cup active bubbly starter, 1.5. That was perfect. Of filtered water. Right now I'm still using bottled water. And I like to use my dough whisk. And I just mix the water and the starter and get them dissolved together nicely. And this is what you should look like. That's also why I went ahead and set this on the side, because then I can just swirl it around in there and kind of get it cleaned off for the next step. Because those little dishes is the best. And then I do honey. I'm going to be honest, I probably should measure this part, but I don't. I always count. Honestly, I probably should measure, but right now counting works for me. But I believe it comes out to be like 1/4 cup of honey. Get that mixed in there. I always like to put the honey in before I put my salt in. I think it's really a preference thing, but I have been told the salt can kill the yeast. So I just like to put that honey in there first. And I could be entirely crazy, but it does work for me, so do what you want. Two and a half teaspoons. Now I also use olive oil in my bagels, which I usually do about 1/4 cup. I add all my wet stuff before I add any of my flour. And this is what you should look like now. You can see and hear all those bubbles in there. And then I happen to find this really awesome measuring cup. How awesome is that? It holds 2 cups. When you do bagels, I always use 4 cups of flour. Now you can use bread flour or all-purpose. Usually I do use unbleached bread flour. Today I am using my unbleached all-purpose flour. We're gonna go in. There's 2 cups. Now we need another one. And I actually really love this. Like when I seen that this held 2 cups, I was like, oh my gosh, that would be perfect for when I'm measuring bagels. There is my 4 cups of flour. Bagels will come out more dense. So the honey, the oil, the flour, all of it really helps to get a good crumb on that bagel. I have seen other people do it in a different way, so you know, each recipe is different, but this I've been doing for a few months and it works for me and my family loves it. The results are great. Weekends are usually all about our prep time. Usually I'm making mayonnaise or homemade chocolate syrup, bread, but we're also a family of 9. There's 7 kids, me and my husband, and then my father-in-law does live here with us, though he pretty much takes care of himself, so thank goodness for that. And sometimes I have to go back in and add a little more moisture, because a good sourdough recipe is moist. But I like to see just how we're looking before I get to that point. So we did 1.5 cups of water to start. I'm going to do probably about another 1/4 a cup. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. It all helps this channel. It all helps me as a mom. It gives me input on what you guys would like to see. And I am going to try to start posting 2 to 4 times a week. So let me know what other kind of content you'd like to see. Let me know what you wouldn't like to see. And just, how's your day going? Are you baking with me? Are we baking together? What are your plans for this Saturday? I like to get my dough going before my kids wake up. And then I have a little time to drink my coffee and feel like a human. Usually I keep a spray bottle around here. I guess I don't know where my spray bottle is right now. But the dough is coming together really well. Alright, it's coming together good, but usually I have a spray bottle. I guess I don't know what my kid did with it. I did not gather that before I started, so I am just going to get my hands just a tiny bit wet. And in the bowl we go. Good sourdough does not stick to wet hands. Also, if you've done sourdough, you know about the moisture content. And sourdough is moist. It's better that way. Now at first, your dough ball is going to look a little shaggy. I just pop him in there. Now he's going to sit on the counter for, let's see, it's about 6 a.m. now. So he'll stay on there till about 5 p.m. But I will come back and do stretch and folds every 15 to 30 minutes. This morning I actually have time, so I'll probably do it every 30 minutes. If I don't have a lot of time, then I will do my stretch and folds every 15 minutes so that they get done and I still get that gluten development. But here you are. Follow for the next one.